Hey guys, Matt Bartram here from Peak Transformations, offering you the very best in personal training, life coaching, deep tissue therapy and health and fitness workshops. In today's video training log, I want to cover with you goal setting because it seems a really simple subject, and majority of people know how to set goals. Majority of people have heard the correct method for setting goals, but so many people seem to sort of fail at the actual execution of the goals, and I'm going to share with you why that is today. So if I was to say to you, do you know how to set goals? Majority of people will say yes. They'll come up with something that they want to achieve. They'll come up with a time frame that they want to achieve it by, and then they'd say, there's my goal. In life coaching, stroke, any sort of field where goal setting is really important, we use something called this SMART acronym. SMART actually stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic and timely. So let's work with a real life example of this. So say if I've got a client and I'm developing some SMART goals with them, they might have a goal to lose 1 stone in a 12-month period. So the specific goal is to lose 14 pound of body fat in 12 months. So that's the S, that's a specific. Measurable, that's easily done. The numbers are there. It's 14 pounds in 12 months or 52 weeks. What's the achievable part of the goal? Is it achievable? Has the client ever done it before, or has another human being ever achieved a 14 pound body fat loss in a 12-month period before? Yes, of course they have, so it's achievable. Is it realistic for the client? Has the client ever done it before? Can they dedicate 52 weeks or 12 months to the goal of actual losing 14 pound of body fat? 9 times out of 10 the client could commit to that, so it is realistic. And is it a timely goal? Has the client given themselves enough time to lose the 14 pound of body fat? Yes, they have. 12 pound is ample time to lose 14 pound of body fat with the correct programming and nutrition, etc. So on paper this goal looks absolutely perfect. It fits the SMART acronym. It's specific, measurable, achievable, realistic and timely. So client feels good, the average trainer feels good, we've got a goal, we know what we're working to, off we go. The problem is with this, it's a little bit like a map, as in, you know your start destination, you know the end destination, but we don't really know the steps that we have to go through to make sure that we hit that 14 pound body fat loss in a 12-month period. This is where I go on to with my clients now. I get them working with me, and I set them what I would call process goals. So the SMART goal of losing 14 pound of body fat in a 12-month period, that is what I would call a product goal. So that is the product that the client is going to end up with at the end of the 12-month period. What's important that we do now is what I would call the process goals. So I'm going to be working with the client now, and I'm going to break down the process. How many times a week do we need to train? It may be 3-4 times a week. During each session, what do we need to do? How many minutes of cardio? How many minutes of resistance? What kind of resistance? What kind of cardio? What are the implications of if my client misses 1 or 2 sessions per week? How's that going to affect the long-term goal, etc.? I'm going to get my client thinking about how much water they should be having each day, what they should be doing with their nutrition each day, how much sleep should they be having, how much rest and recovery should they be having, effect of stress levels on their goal, hormone profile, the female 28-day cycle, and what they can do to counteract that. So what I'm proposing to yourself is that the next time you set yourself a goal and you've come up with a time frame and you come up with what you want to achieve in that time frame, What I'm suggesting to you is that you also need to go a step further and break it down into bite-sized chunks, and break it down into the daily and weekly and monthly steps that you need to do to hit your mini goals, and have reviews either with yourself or with a qualified trainer, life coach, etc. along the way to make sure that you stay on track. Because the majority of people are really good, their motivation's good, their willpower's good, they've got the goals, but they just fail to know that as they live their days, they're living their life in miniature. In my example, 14 pound of body fat loss in a 12-month period is relatively easy. You've got 365 days to do it, and if you're breaking it down into bite-sized chunks of what am I going to do daily to get me towards this goal, what am I going to do weekly, what am I going to do monthly, and break it down into the process, you're going to get your goal so much simpler, easier and quicker. And the great thing about focusing on the process side of goal setting is when you do your reviews, whether it be weekly, monthly, quarterly, if you're not on target, then you can have a look at the process and change the process. Because what the majority of people do, they set themselves a goal to achieve in X time, and then they get to that time period and they wonder why they haven't hit the goal, and they've got no idea of parts of the process that could have been changed. So I can really urge you to focus on not so much the end product, but the actual process that you're working to. So that's about it for this video training log. If you would like any more information on goal setting, personal training, my life coaching, my deep tissue therapy, my workshops that I do, please get in touch. Simple search on Google for Matt Bartram PT. It's going to bring you my Facebook page, Twitter, LinkedIn, my YouTube channel, etc, and send me a message, leave me a feedback, and I will assist you in any way that I can. Have a great day, folks.